Alright people, leaving Morrisville, head on back to Bensalem on the Honda Shadow. Just hung out with my brother for a little bit. Sun's going down. Try and make it home before it gets too dark. A little more windy than it was earlier. Not too bad, it feels good. So, cool story. At my brother's house hanging out, people come check my bike out. His neighbor walks down the street and asks me if I want a free set of saddlebags. Hell yeah, I do. A little dusty and old, but they're nice. They hold a lot of pockets on them. He gave them to me for free. He's selling his house, says he needs to get rid of stuff. As a bonus, he gave me another high-vis safety vest, and he gave me his riding goggles. How awesome is that? So the problem is I had to take my seat apart and everything in order to get saddlebags on this thing, and I need to take bolts off, so that's gonna have to wait for another time. So I just put in my brother's garage for now. But that's a score, man. Free saddlebags, leather, nice size too. Stony Hill Road. If I go right here, that takes you up towards Oxford Valley Mall. Business Route 1, otherwise known as Lincoln Highway, Old Lincoln Highway. I'm hoping, there's a cop up there, copper. Hoping that people stay off my ass on the way home. Oh, green light. I thought they're gonna have to turn light for sure. And Trenton Road, here we go. Right back on the road that turns into Humeville. This is convenient. I love this little ride, and this is gonna be a new ride for me. Little head check there. Find myself checking for my wallet every once in a while. These jeans, I got riding jeans, which are Kevlar, and the pockets are not very deep, so I find myself every once in a while I check for my wallet or my phone. Not that it matters if it fell off somewhere, it's probably long gone, but makes me feel good about myself. Puss in Boots Tavern, look at that. I'm sure that's high class right there. Man, it is gorgeous outside today. It's some beautiful weather. The only problem is the sun's going down. I don't like ride at nighttime, so I'm just gonna head right home. I'm not gonna screw around too much out here. Scrubs. I was just reading about controlling your bike at low speeds, how you actually have more control over the bike if you're only using 1 or 2 fingers on your clutch or brake lever and leaving 2 other fingers on your handlebar grips. Makes sense, you know, because you give way more stability, but sometimes I don't think about that. Sometimes I find myself putting all my fingers, 4 fingers around the clutch lever. I typically use 2 though, my middle finger and my ring finger. I think using your pointer finger, if you can, is probably even better, because then you have more fingers on the hand grip. But I find it easier because I have small hands, short fingers, so using the middle finger and the ring finger is a little easier for me to grab the levers. So trying to be a little more conscious of that. Firewood. It's a pretty cool house. Some of these houses off of Trenton Road and Humeville Road are nice houses with some nice properties, but I just don't ever want to live on a busy road like this, you know? Worry about your kids or dog running out the road. Trying to give you a little camera angle to mirror there. See if you see what I see. The GoPro setup is working out well. I got 720p, the super wide angle, 60 frames per second. I think it's on 60 frames per second. Could be 30. I got to double check that. The camera with the tape, with the electrical tape on the GoPro mount, seems to be staying pretty steady on the front of my helmet. So and I definitely like the wires being underneath my chin skirt on my helmet. That is really helping. They're not moving around as much. They're not you know, inside my helmet. I had them shoved inside my helmet, but because I have a modular helmet, and when I open it up, it pulls the wire, so it's a little annoying. So now I just, you know, folded the wire back and forth, put a twisty tie around it, and put it up under my chin skirt and clipped it with a microphone clip. So the microphone and the wire is clipped on the chin skirt of my helmet, and it's way better. It's working out real nice. Not moving around, flopping around in the wind or anything. So we'll see what the audio quality sounds like, if you can hear my voice okay after doing that. Wind picking up. Wonder if it's going to start raining soon. Look at this turn lane. Huh. Why is everybody stopping? A lot of houses for sale, man. Softball. Twin Oaks Park. I always found it odd why, I mean, I don't know what the definition of park is, but park a car? Play area, recreation, kids. I don't know why woods are called a park and a playground is called a park, where you park yourself to hang out. I don't know, but I always think of woods when I hear park. I think the woods, or like a national park or something like that, or a state park. I do not think of a playground. My wife is the opposite. She thinks of a playground. She calls the playground a park. I say playground. Come on, Ford Escape people in front of him. I find myself doing a no-no. The light is turned already. This light blows. At low speed, sometimes I get unstable. I need to just keep riding the bike until I'm going to have myself more straight up and stop. I find myself putting my feet down early while I'm still moving, which is a big no-no. But so far, no problems. Dunkin' Donuts, I can go for coffee. It sounds delicious. Coffee or a beer when I get home? Decisions. Got a Ford Fusion behind me. Pretty cool looking car. Not sure if you can see that. Avalanche, lights out. I need to adjust my mirror a little bit. I feel my engine getting a little hot on my leg. It's a liquid cooled engine, but it does get a little hot. You hear the fan really going, pumping through the radiator. So I always wonder with the Harleys if people ever have trouble with them overheating or not. A lot of the Sportster type Harleys, which is a little bit bigger than this bike. This is a 600. The Sportster's an 800 or 803 or whatever the hell it is. 883. Anyway, it is air cooled, I believe. So that's one of the bikes I was looking at. I'm not sure if I'll go Sportster next. If I move up in bikes, I'm going to keep this for a little while, but or if I want to go bigger, like 1200 or something like that. See if this guy acknowledges me. Head nod. It's always interesting. Some guys are always put their hand out real early. Some guys give you the head nod. Some guys ignore you. Some of the touring bike guys, the older guys on the big old touring bikes, I find ignoring me a lot of times, and a lot of the cruiser dudes and street bike guys are usually put their hand out, or some of the cruiser guys do the head nod like that dude when they're like badass looking dudes. They got like their Scully helmet on and, you know, chrome helmet or something crazy. They usually do the head nod for whatever reason. I'm sure there might be something to all that I don't know about yet, but whatever. Alright, straight up and down, brakes, feet down. Little view of the sky there, beautiful. Liberty Gas. What is this guy doing? He has left turn signal on, but he's facing the right. Alright, Ford Fusion. I don't trust you. Left turn signal facing your car angle to the right. Now, here's, on the way up I got lucky, I made a lot of these lights. Now on the way back I'm getting stuck at every light, which this is why people take 95 or they take Route 1 when they go home. Which if I was in a car I would have, but I'm not, so this guy's on my ass, so I would have let her out, but I don't want to stop and get rear-ended. Oh, that guy did. Wawa, that means I'm not too far from the bridge. Clutch, roll in the throttle. Just going over 95, or actually the turnpike, I mean. I think it was a turnpike. Where are we? No. That was probably 95. Coming back up on Herbert Hoover, if you remember from the way up. House for sale. $2, all 40 pallets. 48 by 40 pallets. Going downhill here. Got a car behind me. Hopefully they're paying attention. Downshift. It's an old, probably an old hotel or some shit. I don't know what they sell now, antiques or something. And now, this is the bridge that goes over Neshaminy Creek.